But I work travel, so preparing my meals can be a challenge. And I'm often asked by people that know me, uh, the people that have known me for a while, they know that I generally tend to eat healthy. And then so they're like, hey, well, how do you do it? You know, if you're always moving, you live out of hotels, you don't have a kitchen, like, how does that happen? So right now I'm in a place that I am lucky enough where I am able to cook here in the building. How it happens, my boss really doesn't care just as long as I don't burn the place down. So that's actually what I'm doing right now. And I'm looking at the watch, at the clock over here. It's about 1:53 p.m. my time, and I'm preparing my meal of the day. It's right behind me. So if you can kind of see, like we do have, there's a large refrigerator, but I do have to share it with other people. So the things that I'm able to keep in it, I have to keep it to a minimum. So when I do my grocery shopping, I do it based around that. And so I'm currently practicing the eating for my blood type diet. I happen to be a type A. And so I have, and it might look a little bit funky, but again, in consideration of the space and other things. So I got this little cooking, I'm trying to do this little plug-in grill right here. Take in mind, I only have one outlet, okay? So add that on top of everything else. So I have to, you have to work around things sometimes. So, but lucky for me, I got it for less than like $13 on the way up here, and each of the burners works. So I got this little pot here for free, this pan. Let me saute my stuff. I don't mind if I'm doing like some zucchini. That is allowed on the diet for my blood type. And then so with some olive oil, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. And then so I went to the store the other day. I was willing for meat because I hadn't had meat almost like say in the almost 2 weeks, 10 days or whatever it's been since I left the last camp. So I got some rotisserie chicken right here. No, it's not organic. Good luck finding that in the regions where I'm at right now. But a rotisserie chicken for like what, $10. So, and then that will last me for several meals. The reason I'm even eating, I had chicken yesterday, and the reason I'm even eating it that often is because I'm too lazy to shred it, and I don't want it to go bad. But at some point, because I don't have running water, I can go haul a bucket of water to like wash my hands, and of course I have water in the bathroom, but getting water from the bathroom for cooking purposes, when I'm, or food prep, to me is just gross. So anyhow, so I got the chicken, and then so like these right here, this little lid, I'm using it as a dish. And so I have some romaine. Oh my gosh, if you've never tried it before, romaine is typically good for most blood types. So I'm going to add some water to this so that while I'm yapping over here, it doesn't burn. And I have this little kettle that I love. I'm going to try to show it to you or some other time. This little collapsible kettle right here. It holds like about, like 20 ounces, like about 24 ounces also. Anyhow, but with this romaine, so this little lid, the pot lid, I'm using it as a dish. The romaine is a little bit wilted, but if you've never tried it, what I started saying is that romaine is generally good for all blood type diets. Oh my gosh, and it's so delicious if you saute it like with some garlic, whatever seasonings you like, with ginger. I love sesame oil, but on this blood type diet, sesame oil for me is not a good thing. So I'm going to give this a fair try, and I'm not doing sesame oil. But if you ever have like some wilted lettuce, as long as you're going to eat it right away, because it does release a lot of moisture. So whether it be iceberg or romaine, but romaine to me is my preferred. It has, from my experience, I feel that iceberg has a higher water content than romaine. And romaine also tends to have more nutrients. It's, a darker green. And so if you saute that with just a little bit of like sesame oil and what is it again, some garlic, ginger with a little soy sauce to finish it off, and have it like as the base, like a hot salad. Oh my god, delish, right? And sprinkle it with some toasted sesame seeds on it. But again, I'm not doing that type of seed right now. So anyhow, but I am gonna throw in this this wilted lettuce. I tore off the heads. I'm going to throw it in. It might sound funky, but once all together, again, I'm eating for my health. It's not your palate adjusts. It sounds gross because people aren't used to eating that way. We're used to eating all this other stuff, but anyhow, so that's my meal for today. So I'm going to get cracking, get back to it. And that was it. So I have my little basket. How I make it happen is that I put my condiments. I got this little basket here, and I have like my condiments. I have my olive oil, my Himalayan salt. I have my trace minerals in here, and as you can see, And so that's it, and that's how we make it happen. And so if you're ever, in a compromised situation, this is just one of the many ideas that you could use, or how do you say, or maybe employing yourself. And then with this little kettle, it doesn't have the lid on right now, but you can boil, say, water, obviously water, duh, eggs. You can boil eggs in there. I've done rice noodles when I was eating that kind of stuff. You can also do pasta, and ramen's in it as well, and it's fabulous. I got it for less than, what, like $40? So good deal. It saves you money.